Hello everybody, welcome back to ESL DRILL. I have come up with another news article. In today's video, let's discuss this article which is headlined Heavy Rain in Kerala, Low-Lying Areas Inundated. I chose this article because it contains some useful vocabulary related to rain and floods. This is very useful to high school and college going students, and this is very useful to those people who take competitive exams. Okay, now let's read the article. Heavy rain in Kerala, low-lying areas inundated. Yet the words low-lying and inundated are a bit new to you. Low-lying areas are areas which are not high. When you talk about land, you use this low-lying, the word low-lying. And the word inundated, the base form of the verb is inundate. Inundate means to cover an area with large amount of water. So here, low-lying areas were covered with large amounts of water. Inundated simply means flooded. Low-lying areas were flooded with water. And look at this here. IMD forecasts heavy rainfall in some parts today. What is IMD? IMD is India Meteorological Department. So what does this department do? This meteorological department studies the Earth's atmosphere and its changes, especially in the way they affect the weather. So to decide and to understand how the atmospheric changes affect the weather, they study all these changes in the weather. They study all these atmospheric changes or changes in the earth. This India Meteorological Department, IMD, forecasts heavy rainfall in some parts of Kerala today. What is the meaning of the word forecast? So here forecast is used as a verb. Forecast means to say something which is about to happen in the future based on the information that you have now. So based on the information that they have got by studying the earth and atmospheric changes, they could predict the weather. It means they said that it's going to be raining heavily in some parts of Kerala. Okay, let's look at the first paragraph here. Heavy rain lashed the state on Wednesday, causing severe waterlogging and damage in several districts, including Ernakulam, Thrissur and Kottayam. North and central Kerala districts can expect heavy to very heavy rainfall on Thursday also, the India Meteorological Department, IMD, has indicated. Okay, if you look at this word lashed, heavy rain lashed the state means hit hard. Heavy rain hit the state very hard on Wednesday. It means there were heavy rains, and these heavy rains caused severe waterlogging. Waterlogging is flooding of water. Water flooded everywhere. So water covered all the places in the state, and heavy rains damaged several places in several districts, including Ernakulam, Thrissur and Kottayam. North and central Kerala districts can expect heavy to very heavy rainfall on Thursday also. So this is very easy to understand. So I am moving to the next paragraph. Most parts of Kochi city, including several thickly populated West Kochi areas, were inundated in the heavy downpour. Low-lying areas such as Udaya Colony and P&T Colony and Matancheri were hit badly, with storm water entering houses. So most parts of Kochi city, including several thickly populated areas. What is the meaning of thickly populated areas? It means areas which have a lot of people. So which has thick population, which has heavy population, which is heavily populated. There are lots of people there. That's thickly populated. And what happened there? These areas were inundated. We have already discussed that word inundated. These areas were flooded with water. And there was a downpour. This downpour is a noun which means a lot of rain that falls in a very short time. Downpour is a lot of rain that falls in a very short time. And low-lying areas such as these were hit very badly. It means here they received most rains, and with storm water entering houses. Now we have to look at this word enter here. When we use enter, when we talk about physical movement, We cannot use into after that. So I entered into the house is absolutely wrong. We have to say I entered the house. The boss entered the room. This is correct. But enter into is possible in different contexts. Like if two states or two countries come into an agreement or come into a contract, you can say they entered into a peace treaty. They entered into a contract. They entered into an agreement. That is possible because there is no physical movement of going to a place. So enter into in general sense is not possible when you talk about real physical movement. Okay, let's look at the next paragraph here. Heavy rain since Tuesday midnight brought life to a standstill in Kottayam on Wednesday. Traffic disruptions were reported from several areas across the district following the flooding and uprooting of trees. Now, heavy rain brought life to a standstill. Let's understand the word standstill here. So, standstill is a noun. It means a condition in which all movement and all activities have stopped. So, it means here all life activities have stopped because of the heavy rain. So, the heavy rain brought life to a standstill. It means heavy rain caused all this situation. Heavy rain caused this situation. So people could not do anything. Their lives came to a standstill. It means they were not able to do the activities that they used to do regularly. Okay. And traffic disruptions were reported from several areas. Traffic disruptions. Disruptions are situations in which something is prevented from continuing. People could not continue their journeys. They could not use their vehicles. So traffic disruptions happened. And there was flooding and uprooting of trees. If you look at the word uprooting, this actually comes from the verb uproot. Uproot as a verb means to pull a plant or tree and its roots out of the ground. So if you uproot a plant, you take the plant from the ground, out of the ground with its roots. So many plants and trees were uprooted there. Next paragraph. The Meenachil and Manimala rivers are in spate and breached their banks at several places. These two rivers are in spate. This is a very good expression, in spate. If a river or stream of water is in spate, it is very full and flowing very fast. These rivers are very full and they are flowing very fast. And what happened here? They breached their banks. We have to look at the word bank here. Bank is a noun which means sloping raised land, especially along the sides of a river. They are sloping sides of a river. Actually, river water does not go or move beyond that. But because of the floods, because of the heavy flow of water, the water from the rivers moved beyond the banks of the river. Now, next paragraph. With a steady rise in water level, low-lying areas in the district are under the threat of inundation. We have already discussed low-lying areas. The water level is steadily increasing, and as a result, the district is under the threat of inundation. So, low-lying areas especially are under the threat of inundation. Here, threat can mean danger. They are in the danger of inundation. So, inundation is the noun form of this verb inundate. Inundation. There is a danger that these low-lying areas can be flooded with water. Next paragraph. Official sources said the opening of relief camps along the low-lying areas from Vaikom to Changanassery, which reported a rapid rise in COVID-19 cases, would present a major challenge to the authorities this time. Official authorities from the government said the opening of relief camps. What are relief camps? Relief camps are camps which provide accommodation to people in need of help. People who are in need of help. People who suffer from natural disaster or heavy rains like this, or during earthquakes. Here we are talking about heavy rains. Relief camps, arranging relief camps was going to be challenging here. It's really difficult because of the rise, rapid rise, very quick rise in COVID-19 cases. Rapid means quick. Rise means increase. Let's look at this one. Relief camps in Idukki. The State Disaster Management Authority has issued directions to open relief camps well in advance as the situation may worsen in case of extreme rainfall in Idukki. So the State Disaster Management Authority SDMA has issued instructions to open relief camps very much in advance. Immediately, almost immediately, because the situation may worsen in case of extreme rainfall. If this extreme rainfall continues for a day or two, the situation may become worse. Let's look at this one here. Landslips on the tracks near Matambalam and Gandhinagar disrupted rail traffic. We have already discussed that. Disturbed or caused a disturbance or caused a problem or stopped, prevented. Let's look at this landslips. Landslips are different from landslides. A landslip is a mass of rock and earth that falls down a slope usually smaller than a landslide. You can see the landslips here that fell on the track. These things stopped or disrupted rail traffic, rail journeys. Until they are cleared, rail traffic cannot be reinstated. Cannot be continued again, cannot be resumed again. Let's look at the next paragraph. Low-lying areas in Thrissur were waterlogged following the torrential rain which lashed the district from Tuesday night. Let's look at these lines again. Low-lying areas in Thrissur were waterlogged. There was water everywhere after this torrential rain. What is torrential rain? Rain falling in large amounts. Use this one only when you talk about rain. Falling in large amounts. That's what happened. There was heavy rain. And traffic was hit on the Swaraj Round. Now Swaraj Round is a 2-kilometer long circular road in the district there. There was no traffic, almost no traffic there because of the heavy rains. Okay, a jackfruit in the local Thikinkadu ground fell on the road. Let's look at the last paragraph now. Many parts of Thiruvananthapuram district, including the city area, also experienced heavy rainfall and strong winds on Wednesday. Okay, that's about this article. We have learned certain good vocabulary related to heavy rains and floods. I hope you have enjoyed watching this one. I hope you have learned something. Thank you very much for watching, and as usual, I'm going to provide a link in the description. Following the link, you can go to my website and then download the notes that I have prepared based on this article. And most importantly, don't forget to practice the vocabulary that you learn, maybe in writing or in speaking. Okay, happy learning. I'll see you in the next video.